I 34 male found text that shows my wife 33 female cheated on me. Me and my wife Melissa have been married for 8 years. We have a house, 2 cars and a dog together. No kids. Everything seemed great. That was until 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, as I am sitting down ready to go to bed, my wife receives a text. She went to the neighbor's house to get something. So I look over to see what it says. It's from some dude named Andrew. And he texted her, "When are you coming over?" I become suspicious, because my wife never said anything about going out tonight. So I ask her and she says she's going out for drinks with some friends. I don't say anything about the texts. I eventually forget about it. Until last night. She gets another text from Andrew. And this time I begin to read through their conversation. That night he asked her when she was coming over. Yeah, they ducked that night. And judging from the texts, they ducked more than once. I feel like shit right now. It seemed like our marriage was great. Now this. Ironically, we have an infidelity clause she requested on our prenup because she was cheated on before. I am beginning to look for a lawyer. I won't confront her with any of this until the lawyer sets out everything. Hell, I might not even confront her about it. Just hit her with the papers then bounce. But this is eating away at me inside. I haven't told anybody about this. I want to. But people can't keep secrets. Any advice would be appreciated. Update: so I met with the lawyer and I really like him. He's expensive, but he has a shit ton of experience. I am going to skip the meetings with the other two and just hire him. In terms of hiring a pie, he said he normally doesn't recommend it due to the cost. But considering I have a prenup in place and she loses the house if proof of cheating is rock solid, and the fact I can afford one pretty easily, he says I should go for it. Heading home now and beginning a search for one. Update 2: sorry y'all. Forgot to update last night. Came home tired as duck. So yeah, nothing really happened last night. Came home, ate, then headed off to bed. She told me about her day at work. As I pretended to care. She didn't try to initiate sex. So that was good. I'll be going on a fishing trip with one of my buddies this weekend. I need to get my mind off of things. Still looking for a good pie too. Too long didn't read wife cheated on me. Maybe more than once. It's eating away at me inside. Now time for comments and reply by the author and the final update. I hope you screenshot the conversation. Oh absolutely. That's my only proof. I'll be updating this thread as much as I can with minor details of what goes on the next little while. Don't sleep with her again. If you guys have not had a dead bedroom leading up to this, then this could be difficult to do without tipping your hand and letting her know you know something is up. Just get all your plans laid now. Make all the arrangements. And spring the trap on her as soon as possible. Sorry about this, man. We haven't had sex in 3 weeks. So no sex won't be a problem. Get tested for STDs right away. I like your method of handling things. Just get a lawyer and lay out everything once you have everything prepared. I am getting a STD test very soon. Sorry. Please gather evidence. Screenshots. Even if you take a picture of her phone screen with yours, names, dates, etc. Your attorney will thank you. Once you've filed. If this Andrew hasn't, so do them the favor of letting them know what he's been up to behind their back. They may or may not thank you. But you'd probably want to know if you were in their shoes. And don't forget to update our relationships occasionally, perhaps after filing and after divorce is final or you reconcile. Or resolve this with you out of infidelity. 1. Gathered screenshots of texts already. 2. If he does have a so, I'll force or notify them. 3. Yeah, I'll update as much as I can. Forgive my ignorance in this matter. What benefits will your infidelity clause gain you? Will it lead to a better financial deal for you? Will it allow you to just break up more smoothly? I don't much about prenups other than what I've seen on TV. Rich spouse wants to protect assets acquired before the marriage. Other than that, I don't much about the nuts and bolts of the prenup and how it will affect a situation like yours. Any input would be great. Also, just out of curiosity, if the situation had been reversed, how would the prenup benefit her? I never said this before, but whoever violates the infidelity clause loses the house. Yeah, I know, hard to believe, but it's true. Wow. She really took that gamble. She is gonna be burned big time. Guess that's what you get when you duck around behind your spouse's back. Exactly. Really ironic considering she was the one who wanted the infidelity clause. I would do your second part. Just file and move on. Never stay with a cheater. She is messed up from the last guy and probably just figured she would get hers before she was hurt again. I am so sorry you are going through this. I hope you have friends and family to help you through it. Divorce her and never look back. Anything she might say will just probably be a lie in the end anyhow. Yeah, I have a good group of family and friends around me. There's really no other alternative other than divorce. Use Reddit as an outlet, don't tell anyone. Continue to gather evidence and follow your lawyer's advice. Personally, I'd just get myself in order and ready to bounce and then hit her with the papers and peace out. The only person I could tell that could keep it a secret is probably a therapist. Your plan is the best course of action. Talk to a lawyer. Save as much evidence of her cheating as you can. Hit the gym. And then serve her with divorce papers the moment you and your lawyer decide you are ready. Don't talk to her now, OP. She will likely try and manipulate you into forgiving her. Which I think is an absolutely terrible idea, seeing as how she has been previously cheated on yet does not comprehend how much cheating would hurt you and your relationship despite suffering through that pain so much to the point where she insisted on an infidelity prenup clause. How hypocritical. But then again also a good cover-up. Serve her ass with papers and make sure to gather evidence. Don't tell her anything until you serve her papers. How long would it take to serve her the papers? Varies from state to state and your lawyer. My guess is 2 weeks max, but I really am not sure at all. In the meantime, be as civil as possible and try not to let her know you know, as this will give her more time to prepare a case for the divorce and it will give her more time to cook up some bullshit to try and invalidate the prenup or convince you to give her another chance. Yeah, she won't suspect anything is up. And there will be no second chance. Let's make that clear. The sad thing is that she was already cheated on. So she knows how it feels. And yet she still chose to do this to you? I am so sorry. OP. I think you're doing everything right so far. Hope it's as quick and painless as possible. Thanks. And yeah, it's pretty pathetic that she's experienced this and then does this to me. On top of what everything is saying. Get support. Talk to your family and friends. Even if it can seem humiliating. You need their help. And you need to be able to vent and bitch. I want to. But my friends and family members are terrible at keeping secrets. The only person I'll be able to vent to is probably a therapist. Update. So this morning, as I was leaving to go fishing with my buddy, Melissa said she wanted to talk. She didn't beat around the bush. She got right to it. She said that she has been unhappy in our marriage for months and feels like it can only get worse from here. She then said that she felt like a divorce was on the horizon for us, and that it would be best for both of us. At this point I lose it. I tell her, why didn't you ask me for a divorce before you started ducking Andrew? Sorry for the caps. At this point she becomes a deer in the headlights. She stammers for a couple of seconds. Then starts bawling her eyes out. She says she's sorry. That she didn't want to break my heart. Well, sorry bitch. You wanted a divorce? You're going to get one. Literally minutes after she said she wanted a divorce, she contradicts herself by saying we should try to work things out, and that we should head to counseling. I tell her that she has to have all her shit out of the house by Sunday afternoon when I return. Or else I throw your shit onto the street. I've already secured my valuables. So she can't damage anything of mine. So yeah, that's about it. She thought she could just get away with cheating and request a divorce. Nope. Too long didn't read. Wife wanted a divorce. Told her I know about her cheating. Immediately contradicts herself saying we should try to work things out. We're getting a divorce. Final update. Hey guys, sorry for not posting for a couple of days. I've been really busy lately. So even though I told Melissa she could stay, she still ended up moving out and is staying at her sister's place. The reason for that being she didn't want to continuously see me in pain from her presence. Fair enough, I guess. I went over to her sister's house Tuesday and she was there. We talked for over an hour and she told me everything. Andrew, the guy she was cheating on me with, is one of her co-workers. The affair was emotional for about a month, but physical for 2 weeks. She says they had multiply 7 times in those 2 weeks. He's not in a relationship, so I guess he's not double the scumbag he already is. The reasoning for her cheating is because she feels that I have been growing distant from her. Now, to be fair, I do work long hours. But that doesn't give anyone an excuse to cheat. I know she's always had problems communicating with me. Even though I've told her to always be honest with me. Right as I was leaving, she started sobbing, begging me to take her back. She said she would be willing to do anything for me, let me hook up with her friends. Have threesomes. Can't lie. I was intrigued by those ideas for a second, but I quickly realized that it was all bullshit. I tell her that I need a couple of more weeks to clear my head. Because in a couple of weeks, I'll be hitting her with divorce papers. Too long didn't read, visited STVX. She admitted to everything. I'll be filing for divorce soon. Hit like. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to our channel.